I want to welcome everyone to this exciting day and thank everyone who really participated in making this possible. But more importantly, I'd like to take a minute to acknowledge kind of the students of all ages that are here today. It is really a privilege for each and every one of us kind of within the TRIO and the Gear Up community to have a chance to participate just a little bit in helping you kind of build and achieve your career and education dreams and goals. And you're really what today is all about, and you're what makes us excited every day to get up and do our jobs. And we're fortunate today, you know, in addition to the students, we've got really some of the greatest leaders of the college access movement kind of here with us today. And I'm just going to call out a couple of people here. Karen Madden at Johnson. Karen, if you could kind of wave your hand back there so folks can see. Rick Williams from Linden. Rick, kind of right over there. Tony, kind of right back there. And Adam Hurwitz from UVM. Did I see a hand back in the back? And then there's our phenomenal team from VSAC. Kind of Patrick Leduc, Diane, Mary Lynn, Beagle, and several of our counselors are here. I want to just thank each and every one of you for the incredible work you do to make all of these kind of dreams possible. Senator Leahy, on behalf of everyone here at VSAC, I just want to thank you for your leadership in Washington, D.C. Really. You know, as vice chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee, you've been a champion of education, but particularly education for, you know, those students who for one reason or another kind of believe that the doors of education are closed to them. You've been a stalwart supporter of the TRIO and the Gear Up programs that support over 7,500 students kind of across the state of Vermont. And you've tirelessly fought for more funding for us and for better programs. But most importantly, you've never forgotten your Vermont roots or the students that these programs serve. So thank you for your leadership. Now we've got students here who would like to make an award. I'd like to turn things over to Rick to bring our students up and to take over the next phase of this award presentation.
The New England Educational Opportunity Association would like to present Senator Patrick Leahy with the 2018 Shirley Chisholm Award. The Chisholm Award was founded in 1983 to recognize individuals who have demonstrated outstanding commitment and active support for the clients served by the federal TRIO programs. Former Congresswoman Chisholm was a strong and active national advocate for TRIO programs during her tenure in the House of Representatives. This award has enabled our association to recognize contributions and support of individuals outside of the community TRIO community and has been awarded to Claiborne Pell, Edward Kennedy, Vermont Senator Robert Stafford. Senator Leahy is the most senior member of the United States Senate and has made support for TRIO and Gear Up one of his top priorities for almost 2 decades. Senator Leahy has done everything the TRIO community has asked of him since I arrived in 1995. Not only has he supported our programs, but he has continually reached out to our programs supporting students' post-secondary goals. Here are some examples. Each time VAOP, TRIO, or Gear Up programs visit Washington, D.C., Senator Leahy always takes time to meet with our students. This happened just this past week. Whether it is at the National Policy Seminar or talking to 200 Upward Bound students on a leadership trip to our nation's capital. In my years in TRIO and attending the National Policy Seminar, there was only one time when he missed this appointment. That was the day he was standing next to President Obama to support the signing of the Affordable Care Act. In 2016, National TRIO Day celebration was hosted in Vermont, and Senator Leahy attended the conference, spoke to more than 600 students, posed for pictures with every student who asked him, and also talked with several students about his starring role in the Batman movies. He captivated the students, he encouraged them to follow their educational path, and encouraged them to take responsibility and to make the most out of educational opportunities. In November 2012, when the Upward Bound program contacted his office in regards to an Upward Bound RFP concerning changes in the funding structure, His office spearheaded a delegate letter signed on by the entire delegation. This really exemplifies the support we have seen from Senator Leahy's office. Over the years, his entire office supports our programs, but beyond this, they truly believe in the mission and understand how important TRIO and Gear Up are to the students of Vermont. In 2009, Senator Leahy also helped to establish the Patrick and Marcel Leahy Center for Rural Students at Lyndon State College. And I see that Marcel's here. I'm very, very glad to see that. This $375,000 federal grant for the Center for Rural Students at Lyndon State improved educational access for Vermont students and helped leverage more than $1 million to expand AmeriCorps service and to advance educational opportunities for first-generation low-income students across the Green Mountain State. Senator Leahy is an outstanding national representative for all educational opportunity programs. He exemplifies the ideals of the Shirley Chisholm Award, and I am thrilled to have our students present this award to him. Senator Leahy.
Thank you. And now who's doing the presenting? Are you?
Yes.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Your name?
Savannah.
And where are you going? You're Johnson.
Well, I go to MVU, Mississippi Valley Union.
Oh, great. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words and yours, Kathy. And I knew Shirley Chisholm well, and this means a lot. And of course, my mentor when I came to the Senate was Bob Stafford, and probably as strong an advocate of education as any senator of either party. And VSAC has been such a great partner in making college a reality. I'm going to speak to a few notes here, but mostly I want to point out I'm honored by this, and I do appreciate it. And I do think of the people who went before me, and Bob Stafford and Ted Kennedy and all these others. But I think of you, none of this stuff would work if it wasn't for all of you. I think of some of the students you'd mentioned came to Washington this week, and we had a kind of open house and coffee hour, and I was telling Marcel about it afterward. Some of the obstacles they overcame, to many years of AP classes, college and financial aid applications, college coursework, TRIO and Gear Up. Students go on to do a great deal after that, and they're talking about some of the things they want to do. In fact, one of the Vermonters I met on Wednesday is now studying at Boston College. He's a finalist for the Truman Scholarship. He's the only Vermonter who's a finalist for that this year. That's pretty neat. And we understand the benefits of these programs. We have not seen, and I'm sorry if this sounds at all political, but we've not seen a firm commitment from the president on maintaining TRIO and Gear Up funding. The current president, President Obama, supported it. Last year, the president's budget called on cutting these programs by hundreds of millions of dollars. This year, to go to block grants. Well, a lot of that has to come to the Senate Appropriations Committee. When I started off, I was the most junior member of that, and now the most senior member, and have a little bit more involvement. And I will, but I'll tell you one of the reasons I want involvement. The Leahys came to Vermont in the 1850s. I'm the first Leahy to get a college degree. My sister, the next one. In fact, I mentioned that to some of the students who were there, and one of them said, well, so you got the college degree. How did that turn out? Did it help? I don't know. It's still a work in progress. Fortunately, I was wise enough to marry a registered nurse who made sure I completed my education and has helped me. Marcel has made it possible. Marcel has gone to as many places, I think, as I have to see young students in this state. And maybe because we're both native Vermonters and we know that this state really is different, sometimes different in many ways, but the people care about people. And the education is what makes the difference. So I've spoken longer than I intended to, but I just want to tell you how much it means to me. But it also means to me that you keep doing this. No, it's not you keep doing this, because our state benefits from it. And each one of you, think of the future. Think what it could mean. Our children were able to go to college. I assume our grandchildren will. In fact, we have one in college now. It's fine, except for he has two problems, or three problems. As President Obama told him once, he's taller than I am. I was taking his picture with the president. This actually happened. I introduced him to him, and his name is Rowan, and the president looks at him. He's looking up like this. He said, "Rowan, tell your grandfather you're taller than he is. You're better looking than he is. You got a lot more hair than he does." And he gave me a wink and left. And I said, "Let's see, the erase button." He said, "Grandpa, don't erase that picture." He didn't. It was his high school graduation picture, and we'll get some updated ones when he graduates from college. But it is so essential. The education, it is different than it was when I was your age. It'll be different when, what's your name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Sia.
Sia. Sia.
Right.
Okay, when you're old enough, it'd be even more important. So keep studying, keep working, and thank you very much. And Marcel and I'll be here if anybody wants to chat. Thank you.